Hey, I'm Larkin, and this is a short yoga sequence for those of you who are suffering from sciatic pain. I know this can be very painful, and I'm going to show you a couple poses, a little routine that you can do, especially if you have severe pain, right? This is really for those of you who are maybe suffering too much to even move around a lot or go to a normal yoga class. Now, you want to catch my other video on sciatic pain that I did with curejoy.com. This video is also in collaboration with Curejoy, but make sure to check that one out. I go over how you need to modify if you are going to a public class, and just a little bit more info about sciatic pain in general so you can avoid it and feel better right now. This video is the actual sequence, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is just lie down, face down. So a really important thing to know about having pain is that you may feel it in your thighs or your seat or anywhere down your leg really, but that the pain is in your low back, and that's the area where we need to focus. You're going to take your elbows wide, stack the hands on one another, and put your forehead on your back of your hands. So this is a great pose if you have sciatic pain. This actually is a pose. It's not just lying down upside down. It's a real pose. Just take a couple deep breaths here. So I talk about this in the other video too, but you really want to avoid forward folding at all costs when you have sciatic pain. Back bends to strengthen the low back and kind of just bring more mobility there are a good thing. But forward folding is absolutely something you don't want to do because you could actually further damage yourself and slip a disc. So just take a few more deep breaths here. Okay, so for our first pose, you're just going to let your right hand be long, and you're going to kind of roll over onto your right side. So you're just lying down. You're just resting the head on the bicep. And place the left hand down. Now you're going to take the left knee and sneak it up by your chest. And then really, to the extent you can, see I'm kind of using my toes, try to get it up there. You want it as high as possible. And then from here, you're just going to rest. And you can have the hand on the knee or the thigh, or you can just place it down on the ground. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit of a stretch in the left side of your low back. And it may be really subtle, but if you have deep sciatic pain, you want to start subtle. So we're not looking for a big stretch here. We're just looking for a release. So a little self-trick that I like to do here that you can play with if you want. Maybe you're feeling something here and this is enough for you. In which case I want you to just take a couple deep breaths. Another step is you can press your knee into the mat. So kind of press your knee down energetically, and then just relax as you let it recoil and let the low back fully release. So I like doing this because a lot of times we're tensing in the low back and we're not even realizing it. So you can try that again. Press the knee into the floor. And then as you stop pressing the knee into the floor, see if you can uncoil and relax into the pose a little bit more. So you can see I kind of am, even here, I'm relaxing and I'm finding ways to move deeper. Good. So press the knee into the floor. And then just let the low back widen and release. So this is really subtle. We're not moving around a lot here. You're just kind of adjusting and getting deeper into the pose. Good. Take a few more deep breaths. Good, and then we'll come to the other side. So press your palm into the floor. Again, a lot of the reasons why you may have sciatic pain is because you weren't moving mindfully or you picked up something heavy. So really go mindful here. Slide the leg back really slowly. And then we'll take it to the other side. So this time, left hand reaches forward, left head on the bicep. You're going to sneak the right knee up. So I'm actually going to turn around so you can see me, but sneak the right knee up as high as you can. Good. Left leg is long and you're using that right hand for balance.
Good, and then you can use that same little trick to ease deeper into the pose. So press down into the right knee, kind of press it into the floor just energetically. This is subtle. And then as you stop pressing the knee into the floor, see if you can widen the knee or just feel the low back release a little bit. And again, you don't have to stay static here. Readjust, we're looking for a stretch on the right side of the low back. Once again, right knee presses in. And release. Good, adjust. So this is something that you can do in bed. You can do this while watching TV if you set up your laptop in the right place. Being in this position is really healing. And again, pressing in with the knee and then exhaling and thinking of releasing and letting the low back widen and readjusting is great. So my biggest message to you with all these poses, but especially this one, is to really make it work for you, make it feel good for you by making lots of tiny adjustments. So don't just pull your knee up and hold, Start to wiggle around, move around, see what's going to feel best for you. Last big breath. Okay, let's go into our next pose. Again, we'll press down into the right hand. We'll gently, slowly glide that foot down. Good, and come back.
And we're going to lie face down again. Come back to kind of our